StadiumDB.com presents Stadiums of the UEFA Euro 2024 in Germany. Guten Tag! It's good to see you all again. This time we have prepared for you an overview of the German stadiums where the European Football Championship will be held in less than 2 years' time. Euro will take place between June the 14th and July the 14th, in which the Italians will defend the title won at Wembley. The games will take place in 10 modern stadiums in 10 cities. Interestingly, none of them were built specifically for the tournament, which has significantly reduced the costs of hosting it. Before we get started, we would like to ask you to support our channel by subscribing and leaving thumbs up. By doing so, you will support the growth of our channel. We're counting on you. And now, without further ado, we invite you on a journey through the German Länder and their beautiful stadiums. Leipzig Stadium, capacity 42,000. Leipzig. We kick off our roster in Saxony, located right next to the eastern border with Poland. Leipzig will be the only destination from the former East Germany to host the tournament. The city is a major center of industry and commerce, boasting a wide range of cultural and academic offerings. Leipzig did not suffer much damage during World War II and therefore features a well-preserved set of historic districts. The stadium itself was built on the site where the gigantic Zentralstadion, capable of holding 100,000 spectators, once stood. Its most distinctive feature is the curved roof, supported by slight arches running along its entire length. Underneath it, there are stands divided into 2 levels along the pitch and one behind the goals. Leipzig managed to preserve the entire basin of the previous stadium, as well as all the buildings dating back to 1956. What used to be the crown of the former stands is now a promenade surrounding the entire arena. The venue will host 3 group stage matches and 1 round of 16 game. Frankfurt Arena, capacity 46,000. Frankfurt am Main. In the east we take the Autobahn and head west to Hesse. Here lies the financial center of the entire country. The stock exchange and the European Central Bank has its headquarters. The stadium is best known for its striking retractable roof. Its lightweight membrane rests on steel cables, which also serve as the base of the retractable section. The canopy covers the 2 level stands. According to the designers, the roof was modeled on a wheel with spokes. The arena in Frankfurt is reminiscent of 2 other venues, PGE Narodowy in Warsaw and Arena Națională in Bucharest. Both were designed by the same architectural studio as the Eintracht Stadium. Frankfurt Arena will host 4 group stage matches and 1 round of 16 game. Cologne Stadium, capacity 47,000. Cologne. We head north to North Rhine-Westphalia. In terms of population, it is the largest state in Germany. It is also home to the largest number of tournament arenas, with 4. And what is Cologne famous for? Well, the cathedral. The monumental Gothic temple is one of the symbols of the whole of Germany. Its construction took 600 years. The stadium in the country's 4th largest city is a modern construction of concrete, steel and glass, surrounded by manicured green areas. The most recognizable features of the venue are the 4 giant corner towers that support the roof and stands with steel girders and cables. The last major redevelopment of the arena took place to adapt it to the requirements of the 2006 World Cup. Cologne Stadium will also play host to 4 group matches and 1 round of 16 clash. Düsseldorf Arena, capacity 47,000. Düsseldorf. We have arrived in the capital of North Rhine-Westphalia. From this city on the River Rhine come the pioneers of electronic music, Kraftwerk. If you are not only interested in football, you will be pleased to know that Düsseldorf is also considered the fashion capital of Germany. The stadium that hosts Fortuna's home games was built from scratch, albeit on the site of the previously demolished Rheinstadion, which hosted the 1974 World Cup and Euro 1988 matches. The JSK studio was responsible for the arena's design. The facility has an elliptical shape which is covered from the outside with a translucent rectangular facade. Düsseldorf Arena also features a retractable roof over the pitch. Inside, we are greeted by even stands surrounding the playing field divided in two tiers with a colorful mosaic of seats. The interior of the stadium is heated, allowing it to host a variety of events, not just sports related, such as the Eurovision Song Contest in 2011. In addition to 3 group stage matches, one of the tournament's best 16 and 1 quarter-final games will be played here. Volksparkstadion, Hamburg. Capacity 50,000, Hamburg. Once again, we turn north and head for the free and Hanseatic city of Hamburg. It is Germany's largest port, located close to the estuary of the Elbe River to the North Sea. It was here that the Beatles took their first steps on the big stage. Volksparkstadion was opened in 1953 and initially had an athletics track. At the turn of the century, it was completely rebuilt in stages so that the HSV stadium now has a typical football layout. A lightweight membrane roof covers the entire auditorium by a considerable margin, and it is supported by slender pylons. The stands are divided into 2 tiers, with a noticeably larger second level. The seats are mostly blue, and thanks to the standing sections, the capacity of league matches is as high as 57,000 spectators. Hamburg will host 4 group matches and 1 quarter-final. Once again, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and leave thumbs up. Don't forget to click the bell button as well, so you don't miss out on future content and will contribute to the development of our stadium project. Arena auf Schalke. Capacity 50,000, Gelsenkirchen. We are back in North Rhine-Westphalia, more specifically in Ruhr area. Gelsenkirchen is a city whose history has for years been inseparably linked to mining and steelwork. Today, in addition to its industrial heritage, Gelsenkirchen has many green spaces to offer, as well as boat cruises on the Rhine-Herne Canal. The stadium where Schalke plays their matches on a daily basis is considered one of the most modern in the world. This is all thanks to a retractable roof and a pitch that can be extended outwards on a huge platform. Inside, there is a 2-story auditorium. The arena hosted the Champions League final in 2004 and 5 matches during the 2006 World Cup, including the quarter-final. In addition to football matches, Veltins Arena has also hosted other sporting events such as hockey and speedway matches, boxing galas and even biathlon competitions in winter. During the championships, 3 group matches and 1 game of tournament's best 16 will be held here. Stuttgart Arena. Capacity 54,000, Stuttgart. From the Ruhr Valley, we head south to Baden-Württemberg and its capital, Stuttgart. Mercedes-Benz and Porsche have their headquarters in this city. In addition, the metropolis is famous for its wine and beer production, being the only major German city where grapevines grow. The stadium, which is commercially named after a local luxury car manufacturer, formerly housed an athletics track, but after the 2006 World Cup, the city decided to convert the facility into a football-specific one. Eventually, the pitch was lowered. 2 new stands were built at the shorter ends and the other were moved closer to the pitch. The canopy is one of the first to use steel cables and a membrane instead of much heavier traditional structures. The arena will undergo a major upgrade ahead of the tournament. The renovation will focus on main stand. This is the last of the old parts of the stadium, which dates back to 1970s. The investment will cost 97 million euros and is entirely financed by the city. In addition to the 4 group matches, a quarter-final will also be played here. BVB Stadion Dortmund. Capacity 66,000. Dortmund. We return for the last time to North Rhine-Westphalia. Dortmund is the largest city in the Ruhr area and is considered the cultural heart of the region. In the past, it was mainly known for coal, steel and beer, but in more recent times, it has also become an important technological center with a lively cultural scene and a rich sporting heritage. The BVB Stadium is often listed among the best football venues in the world due to its great spectator visibility, steep stands and unique fan experience. Signal Iduna Park also has the highest average attendance at league matches in Europe. The venue houses the largest standing section in Europe, which can accommodate nearly 25,000 people behind the goal. The Südtribüne, famous for its great atmosphere, is just something else during BVB matches. Unfortunately, seating will be installed there ahead of the event. The last redevelopment took place before the 2006 World Cup, when new corner sectors were created. From the outside, 8 massive pylons were then erected to support the new roof structure. Dortmund will host one of the semi-finals of the championship, in addition to the group phase and a round of 16 game. Munich Football Arena. Capacity 67,000. Munich. We head south to Bavaria, where in the Alpine foothills lies Germany's 3rd largest city. The numerous monuments around the Marienplatz, the Siemens plant and the BMW factory make the Bavarian capital a unique urban center combining tradition with modernity. And let's not forget the beautiful parks. The stadium of the current German champions, Bayern Munich, is still one of the most modern in the world. The facility started the trend of oval football arenas in which the facade and roof merge into one. The most striking feature of the Allianz Arena includes the almost 3,000 ETFE foil air panels that cover the facade and roof. Each of the panels, also known as caissons, can be illuminated in different colors. The auditorium consists of 3 levels. Each can accommodate roughly the same number of spectators. The venue has hosted the opening match of the 2006 World Cup, the Euro 2020 fixtures, as well as the 2011-2012 Champions League final, which will also return here in 2025. Munich will host the opening match, and in addition to the group games and the round of 16 tie, the second of the semi-finals is also scheduled to take place here. Olympiastadion Berlin. Capacity 70,000. Berlin. The final stop on our tour of German stadiums is the country's capital, Berlin. What is this city of nearly 4 million people famous for? Probably everyone has their favorite spots, whether it be the Brandenburg Gate, crowning Unter den Linden Avenue, Museum Island, or the nightclubs with the famous Berghain. The capital definitely has a lot to offer its visitors. One of the must-see places is certainly the monumental Olympic Stadium. The venue's current shape is the result of a reconstruction carried out before the 2006 World Cup. The architects redesigned the lower tier of the stands, which was dismantled and built from scratch. In addition, all seats are now located under the roof. In order to preserve the historic facade, the external cantilevers were not installed, forcing the architects to design supports, obstructing the view from some seats inside the stadium. The oval shape of the arena loses its continuity on the west side. where the distinctive Marathon Gate is located. Hertha BSC's home venue is the largest in the country in terms of number of seats. Olympiastadion will be the arena of the grand final of the tournament. This was the last stadium we visited during our tour of German venues. The Federal Republic is a large and beautiful country where not only football fans will find something to enjoy. Euro 2024 will certainly be a spectacular tournament. The football arenas are incredibly impressive, aren't they? Due to their capacity, a new attendance record could be set during the tournament. We are already looking forward to it. Don't forget to let us know in the comments section below which stadium you like best. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Tschüss!